Just a quick video. We're in day 3 of moving on to our 20-acre lease, and I've been given the sheep kind of they've got a 40-foot wide lane that I'll make between 60 and 120 feet long, depending on how much extra food's there. You can see some of these areas are really bare. They had brush hogged this last fall, but I think it was late in the fall because there's a lot of dirt and muck kind of scooted around. Yeah, so we're like I say, we're 80 foot long often. I was aiming for taking 4 inches off, so that puts me in general ballpark like 2,500 square feet I want to have for dry matter. One of the things I thought was interesting is, well, 2 things. One is that the nobody read to the sheep the book that you're not supposed to eat bracken ferns, so they don't really seem to care, and they eat everyone down to a stick. The other is that any thistle that tries to bolt, there's a lot of Canada thistle through here, and absolutely any one of them that tries to bolt, they'll just nip the top right off. They won't mess with it when it's down here like this, but as soon as it starts rising up, they seem to think that's quite tasty, and they tear it to pieces. I have been following behind them with some 2,4-D, trying to lower the thistle load as we come through. It's not like I'm going to get this whole field. I mean, we're talking 20 odd acres, but if I can knock some of the perennial stuff down, some of those, I don't think they're Canada thistles, but they're 24-inch diameter rosette. So if I can get those knocked down, that'll put us in a better spot for next year. Here's the sheep for today's paddock. You can see they're super happy. They'll eradicate these ferns here in just a few minutes. They otherwise seem super happy. This one is regaining body condition. She was down at a body condition 2, like decidedly body condition 2, and it's coming back. I mean, it's still slow, but she's a really strong milker, and she got 2 ram lambs on her. One's there and one's back over there. And those ram lambs absolutely just suck her down. This one here is a failure to breed 2 years in a row, so she's headed to freezer camp here pretty soon. This one was accidentally bred when I first bought her, prior to me buying her, and she had pregnancy toxemia. Ended up nearly dying in January, so it was a rough spot. She's still a bit thin in the hips there, but she's definitely making a major comeback. I mean, she was like body condition 1. She was really, really bad shape. The lambs are all doing really well. These guys are absolutely packing on the pounds. And you really see a difference in the ram lambs and the ewe lambs. If I hop in here without knocking down the fence. They didn't like that truck. Yeah, you can see her. She's still thin. You can see those hip bones right there. So let's find some ewe lambs. So I've got one ewe lamb that's the size as the rams. I think it's this one back here. And I've got one ram lamb that accidentally got a ear tag in the wrong ear. That guy's still limping. We noticed him limping the other day. We moved him in the truck, and I was wondering if maybe he got hurt because I didn't have it was just wood floors. But yeah, he's still limping a bit. We'll have to keep an eye on him. So we got sidetracked. So let's zoom in a bit here. So you got a ram lamb here, and then you look back there at the little ewe lambs, and these guys have easily 10 pounds. Oops. The ram lambs have easily 10 pounds on the ewe lambs. I mean, it's just incredible what that testosterone does as far as growth rate. We're not too far from taking him out. Yeah, he's kind of a mess. He's definitely been creating chaos for everybody. My understanding was with Katahdins, the lambs really need to hit something approaching 120 days weaning. But you know, I'm concerned about him because as soon as the daylight gets shorter, he's gonna come back after her, and you know, then I'll be back to lambs in January again, which I really, really don't want. But anyway, so that's the update. You know, fresh green grass. Everyone's happy. These dogs are something else. But they're doing their job. You know, that's my biggest worry here is, you know, this is not a fence property, right? We're bringing our own fence, and this one is 11 months old. That one there is 6, and so they're really not old enough to be truly taking on coyotes. So we're relying completely on their bark, and you know, we do see coyote around here, and thankfully their bark is keeping everything at bay for now. You know, knock on wood. I think that's all I got for today.